For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Brian Schultz, BSU men's golf team. Off yet for about another week and a half before they will host an invitational the weekend of the 11th and 12th, joined by sophomore Will Zeck out of Roseau. You played in a lot of big-time, big competition tournaments over the course of the summer. What was your favorite?
I'd have to say that the Pine de Palm in Detroit Lakes was my favorite. It's just a week-long match play tournament, and I know John Carlson, the head coach at the U of M, wants all of his guys up there, so there's 15 golfer guys, and there's a couple Wisconsin Badgers, so there's a bunch of high-profile competition there.
How'd you do?
I got to the Final Four, and there was, I think, 185 guys listed at the beginning of the week. And got to the Final Four, and I lost to William Leaf. He's going to be a senior at the U of M, so in extra holes.
You also played in the Bergsman. A whole bunch of current and former BSU golfers were there. What was that like?
I didn't carry a whole lot of game coming into that week, and I ended up playing our captain, Aaron Lights, the first round, and we both played. I think everybody else in the field would have beat us that morning, and I ended up edging him out in the playoff, and I don't know. I think he might be a little sour about it, and I'm going to expect some revenge soon on that.
What's it like, though, playing in a tournament like that that's been around for almost 100 years?
It's so cool. I'm kind of a history geek, and I like to look at all the past champions and everybody that's played in it. You know, you look at like Tom Lehman. He's won a British Open. He's played in all those tournaments, and it's just so cool to look back on and think that you can play in those. It's so much fun.
You also played in the Minnesota Amateur Championships. What do playing in tournaments like that do to get you ready for the Northern Sun Conference?
They set that tournament, wherever they go, they set that course up as hard as it possibly can be played. And so it's an absolute grind just to shoot scores that you normally shoot every single day. And it's just such a crazy feeling to just like, gosh, I played really well, and it's like 6 shots above what I normally shoot. But yeah, that was a good tournament. I battled back the second day to make the cut, and that was kind of my goal at the beginning of the week, so it was fun to do that.
How does the competition compare to what you guys see week in and week out in the NSIC?
Well, there's all the 30, 40-year-olds that got a whole bunch of game, and they got the mental game above most of us. So, and it's just bigger fields, and it's tough to win, tough to finish in those. You know, you feel more comfortable going to a weekend and you're playing just Mankato and St. Cloud and Winona, and then you get to one of these tournaments and it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing in my 25th state am. It's like, okay.
I'm not even 25 yet, right?
No.
I'm going to stereotype here, Will. To me, golfers from the Canadian border should not be good. What is it that makes your game overcome the weather at times?
Overcome the weather. I would say, you know, where we're from, even the guys in the cities, they're playing golf a month before us. So we would go to tournaments. I remember in high school, we'd go to tournaments, and our course wouldn't be opening yet. And we'd play against guys from the cities, and they're like, yeah, we've been playing for a month and a half. And so you got to get out there right away, and even if there's snow on the ground, if you find 2 patches of grass, you're hitting balls, and it's probably 30, 35 degrees out, and then sometimes it's snowing, and it also comes from just kind of just the desire to compete. And it's when the weather gets bad, everybody else kind of tends to seem to quit, and that's all you need to do is to compete and just realize, okay, if I just go out and just not give up, I'm going to finish pretty high.
What's the team need to do yet to get ready before you guys host that tournament in a week and a half?
I would say, you know, we haven't qualified yet. We're going to qualify next week, and we've kept the majority of everybody from last year, and we're a bunch of competitive guys. And I would say that qualifying is going to be huge for us, because I know everybody feels like they can beat everybody else, and that's going to be huge to prepare us for that BSU invite.
Well, just so you know, I interviewed Aaron last week, and yes, he does have something in store for you. Best of luck.
Thank you.